Welcome to today's VATSIM 101 lesson, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about wake turbulence. This is a term that we hear pretty often from air traffic control during our takeoff and landing clearances, and even the ATIS report may tell us there is some sort of wake turbulence separation being implemented. If you've ever sailed on a boat, you'll notice as it moves through the water, it creates wake behind it. This wake moves out to the sides and behind of the boat. This can be hazardous to smaller boats that may be passing behind. This same sort of principle applies with airplanes. But rather than wake turbulence being caused by water displacement in a boat, the wake turbulence generated by an airplane is a byproduct of the lifting forces being created by the wings. So to keep things simple, right here we have a diagram of a wing. As air passes over the top of the wing, it creates an area of low pressure, and as it passes below the wing, it creates an area of high pressure. Now, as the high and low air pressures interact with each other over the tips of the wings, it creates these vortexes, also known as wingtip vortices, that come off the wings. Like wake on a boat, they move out to the side and behind of the aircraft. Wake turbulence does pose a hazard in all phases of flight, but they are exceptionally hazardous during your takeoff and landing, particularly if you are in a smaller plane. Depending on the wind conditions of the airport, it can blow these wingtip vortices out into the middle of the runway. In some extreme cases, depending on the size difference between the two airplanes, these vortexes can have enough force to invert an airplane. Now, this is a rare occurrence, but this is something that has happened in the past. Now, just like the wake that comes off the back of a boat, as time passes, the wake turbulence coming off of a plane does dissipate. Fortunately, the FAA and ICAO have done extensive studying to figure out how much time is needed in order for the wake turbulence to dissipate to a level that is not hazardous to the airplane flying behind it. And right behind me is a chart that shows how much time is needed depending on the plane that's in front of you and the type of plane that you are flying. So I'll step out of the way. You can pause to read right here and use this for future reference. As always, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And until next time, this is Cross Hyperu, signing out.